defending gold medalist. Can he do it again at the age of 50, or is Will Posey going to give him a run for the money? And here we go, we are underway for Para Snow BikeCross here at the X Games.
Doug Henry lined up on the inside there, but what it turned into is the outside on the second turn, so he lost a little bit of ground, but he's right up front charging into the lead.
So as they make that right-hand turn, start working their way uphill. It's kind of an M configuration here, for lack of a better term. You work your way back downhill, then back uphill, and then towards the finish line, it's a downhill set, but then they end up creeping down to the lower section, which was part of our snowmobile freestyle course last night, where they have a roller section there that'll kind of slow the riders down a little bit before they start coming back uphill to that double triple section.
Doug ended up jumping out into the lead right now, and he's stretching it out. But we'll see, can Posey come back and make this a race at near the end of the final?
See if he can try to press the issue a little bit. Doug Henry picking up where he left off in 2019, out in that top spot with 5 laps to go here. It's Henry, Posey, Dudley, your 1, 2, 3 here early on here.
Oh, Doug sending it off that double, going off course. Will he lose a spot here after that mistake?
We'll have to see if they penalize him for that, for going off course right there, but that's going to open the door for Will Posey to try to close the gap on him a little bit right there.
Looks like Will's just under a second behind him. You know, that's the battle we were looking for, but right now he's just putting down smooth laps, hitting his marks. Unfortunately, he had that mishap, but he's still able to stretch it out.
We're going back to what we were talking about with Will. He had only ridden a snow bike 6 times prior to coming to this event last year, and still walked out of here with a silver medal. So now Dudley creeps up into second place as of right now. We'll have to see what happened to Will. Did he go off course right there? It's now Henry, Dudley, Lilly, your 1, 2, 3. 2 laps down, 4 to go here.
One of the things that Doug mentioned is he says, I perform the best under pressure, and he thinks that's one of his advantages. He says, I've probably raced more than anyone out here.
You can see by that last overhead shot with the drone right there, gives you an idea of the scope and size of the course here. If you're wondering why we call it Para Snow BikeCross, well, Para, it refers to a level of paralysis that will prevent the rider from standing. And just, let's talk about some of the modifications that the crews will do to these snow bikes to allow these guys to get out here and compete. You saw a little bit of it there in that Paul Thacker feature, talking about the seat and how that was a game changer for him.
Yeah, so a lot of them will have a custom seat that they make, and you can see they also have a cage that will kind of keep them on the machine. And one of the things that's really interesting is a lot of them will have an electric push button shifter so that they can shift from gear to gear. And you can hear those guys as the engine revs up, they'll shift into a higher gear and keep pulling.
So Leighton Lilly, your bronze medalist from last year, sits in that same position as of right now. But Brandon Dudley sitting in a silver medal spot. But the question's going to be right now, with 3 laps to go, is anybody going to be able to catch up to Doug Henry?
One of the things you got to think about when you're out in the lead and you know you've got a little bit of a buffer, you just have to calm down and say, don't think about the win. You got to focus on every jump, every turn. Sometimes you can get ahead of yourself, and that can get you into trouble.
It's just that little mental hiccup sometimes it can throw you off, and it doesn't take much. You end up going off course right there, just getting stuck in a rut. So, like you were saying, just you gotta take a beat, breathe a little bit, relax.
Really calm down, just hit your marks. But that's the thing with Doug. He's raced so much, you know, multi-time motocross champion, superbike. I mean, he's done everything. And this guy just knows, all right, I'm out in the lead, stay calm, hit my marks. And if anyone's going to be able to do it, it's going to be Doug.
Yeah, he took those AMA Pro Motocross champs in 93, 94, and 98. Also has an X Games Supermoto gold medal going all the way back to 2005 out there in X Games Los Angeles. So like you said, Levi, he's been in this position before. He definitely knows what it takes to maintain that lead.
Here he is getting into lappers. You know, that's the other element. When you're out in the lead, not only are you trying to keep yourself calm and hit your marks, but then when you catch lappers, that adds a whole new element of like, okay, are they in their line? Is it going to hold me up? Are the guys behind me going to be able to catch up?
Yellow flag comes out. We had Ryder.
Oh, that looks like Paul Thacker.
Go down, and Thacker goes down right there. So that's why the yellow caution flag is out. So we're into the final lap here. Doug Henry picking up pretty much where he left off in 2019, trying to repeat that gold medal performance. And you can see, as you mentioned, getting caught up in that lap traffic right there. If he's able to hold on, this will be his 3rd gold medal at the X Games. Like I said, he got a gold medal in Supermoto in 2005. He got the gold in Para Snow BikeCross last year, trying to make it 3 in a row here in Aspen 2020.
Doug Henry, he is just a competitor, man. Anything and everything he does racing, he's going for the win, and it looks like he may do it here tonight.
Or not 3 in a row, 3 total, I should say there. So Henry, Dudley, Lilly, your 1, 2, 3 here on the final lap. We'll have to find out and see what happened to Will Posey right there. The defending silver medalist ended up getting bumped out there. So there is the checkered flag, and number 19 making it across right there, and he's going to add his 3rd X Games gold medal to his trophy case at 50 years old, Levi.
That's incredible. Incredible. 50 years old, wins his 2nd in a row. I mean, this guy, he just knows how to ride a motorcycle.
You know, and going back to snowmobile adaptive, they ran adaptive and parrot together. So last year was the first time this was a medal event, and they broke them up into 2 different classes. And there was a little bit of ribbing going on back and forth between Mike Schultz and the adaptive class and Doug Henry. Those guys were throwing some zingers back and forth at one another about their lap times in their respective races in 2019.
Yeah, Doug, he is quite a rider. You know, he's just so smooth out there. And like I said, with the history that he's had, he has so much experience. He's able to go out on that track and make it look easy.
So Leighton Lilly repeats with his bronze medal performance. Brandon Dudley checks in with the silver medal here in 2020. And Doug Henry claims the gold and makes it 2 years in a row here in Para Snow Bike Cross.